Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Paano ka magkakaroon ng 20 million in 20 years? Anong pwede mong gawin? Paano ka mag-i-invest? Magkano yung i-invest mo? Yan ang sasagutin natin ngayon. May nag-message sa akin at tinanong niya ako, Sir Fitz, magkano ba yung kailangan kong i-invest at saan ako mag-i-invest para makapag-prepare para sa retirement ko? Tinanong ko kung ilang taon na siya para alam ko kung how far he is from retirement. And tinanong ko rin, ano ba yung target amount niya upon retirement? So sabi ko sa kanya, there are several ways to approach this question at ito yung isi-share natin ngayon dito sa video na to. The first approach that you can do is to do a straightforward computation. So meron kang target amount, meron tayong Excel file na prepare. So, ang target amount natin ay 20 million pesos. Yan, 20 million pesos. Kulang. 20, 000, 000. And then, 20 years ang kanyang investable horizon, no? Investment horizon. Which means, with the formula, 20 million divided by 20, kailangan nakakapag-save siya ng 1 million pesos every year. 1 million pesos every year, i-divide mo ng 12, dapat nag-i-invest siya or nagsisave siya ng 83,333.33 per month. Again, dapat ganito kalaki yung sinisave niya. So, iba yung nag-i-invest sa nagsisave. Kasi pa nag-i-invest ka, syempre, lumalaki yung pera mo because of the dividends, the interest, the price appreciation of the asset where you are invested. But if you're just going to do it straightforward na nagtatabi ka ng pera sa isang savings account or tinatabi mo lang yung pera sa ilalim ng kama mo, then you would have to save 83,333 pesos per month for the next 20 years para magkaroon ka ng 20 million pesos after 20 years. But of course, this is what you should not do. Hindi ito yung tamang paraan. The best way to do this is to actually invest. At makikita nyo yung difference ng simply saving versus investing your money. So sa second worksheet natin, meron akong prepare na table and ipapakita ko sa inyo ang difference ng pagsisave versus pag-i-invest. So let's assume that we are going to invest the money in the stock market or in an equity growth fund na on average, bigay na natin na 10% ang kanyang annual growth rate. 10% every year, lumalaki yung pera mo. Of course, hindi ito mangyayari every year, but because napakahaba ng investment horizon niya, 20 years, on average, hopefully, hindi pa rin guaranteed, mag-average out siya to 10% na compounded annual growth rate. Kasi may mga taon na mababa, negative, katulad ng pandemic, negative. Pero may mga taon na napakataas kasi nagkaroon ng bull run. So, it all balances out and averages to around 10% over many years. Kaya, yun yung gagamitin natin na annual growth rate. So, at the start of the first year, wala pa siyang pera, wala pa siyang ini-invest rather, so zero pa yan. Ang tanong ngayon is magkano yung kaya niyang i-invest every month? So pag sinabi niya, kunwari 10,000 pesos per month, magugulat kayo biglang magkakaroon ng numbers itong buong table natin. So let's say na kaya niya mag-invest ng 10,000 pesos per month. Yan. So after a year, 120,000 pesos na lahat yung na-invest niya. So at the end of the first year, 120,000 lahat yung value ng pera niya. And then, assuming mag-grow ng 10% yung na-invest niya na amount. So, 120,000 times 10% or plus 10%, magiging 132,000 pesos yung pera niya. So, at the start of the second year, meron ng 132,000 pesos dun sa investment niya. Continuously, mag-i-invest siya ng 10,000 every month. So, after a year, 120,000 yung na-invest niya. So, by the end of the year, meron na siyang 132,000 plus 120,000. So, for a total of 252,000. And mag-grow ulit ng 10% yan. So, magiging 277,200 pesos yung hopefully or potential value ng kanyang investment. So, you just have to continue. You can definitely create your own table. And if you continue for 20 years, makikita natin by the end of the 20th year, meron na siyang 7.5 million. So, kulang. Ibig sabihin, kailangan niyang dagdagan yung 10,000. Doon sa previous example or previous computation natin, ang sabi dito, kailangan 83,000 ang ini-invest niya every month para sinisave niya every month para magkaroon ng 20 million. So what if ilagay natin dito 83,000? Magkano kaya yung magiging pera niya? So by the end of the 20th year, kung kaya niyang mag-invest ng 83,000 per month, 62 million pesos yung pera niya after 20 years. But realistically, kung hindi mo naman talaga kaya mag-invest ng 83,000 per month, then definitely we can check other numbers. Plus, ang target naman kasi natin na amount ay 20 million lang. So, definitely I expect na mas mababa to. Let's say na 20,000 per month. 20,000 per month ang ini-invest niya. So, after 20 years, 15 million. So, konti na lang. Dagdagan pa natin. Gawin natin 27,000. If he invests 27,000 per month, after 20 years, magkakaroon siya ng 20 million pesos. So, I said to him, you can invest around 27,000 pesos for the next 20 years and hopefully you will get 20 million pesos na target amount mo upon your retirement. Of course, the assumption here is nag-grow ng 10% per annum yung investment mo. What if nag-invest ka sa mas safe pero mas mababa na return? For example, ang favorite ng mga tao ngayon, Pag-ibig MP2, i-peg natin ng 6%. So kung sa Pag-ibig MP2 niya yan ilalagay, kulang. 12 million pesos lang yung makukuha niya after 20 years. Which means, kailangan niya dagdagan yung ini-invest niya every month. Let's say, gawin natin tong 35,000 pesos per month. So 35,000 pesos per month, magiging 16 million. Medyo kulang pa rin. 40,000 per month. Kulang pa rin. 45. Ayan. Sobra. So, gawin natin 43. So, pwede nating i-trial and error. I think this is acceptable. So, 43,000 pesos per month for the next 20 years na nakalagay sa Pag-ibig MP2, assuming that Pag-ibig MP2 will be consistent and give at least 6% per annum, then makukuha niya yung target na 20 million pesos after 20 years. Kahit na mas mababa yung binibigay ni Pag-ibig MP2 at kailangan niya mag-invest ng 43,000 pesos per month, sobrang laking diferensya pa rin yan versus doon sa kanina na 83,000 pesos per month na dapat sinisave. Simple savings lang para maabot yung 20 million pesos. So para sa akin, if you are trying to be conservative, then definitely you can go for a lower risk type of investment pero lower return, but you would have to work on your cash flow. What if ang kaya lang niya i-invest ngayon ay 20,000 pesos? That is okay kasi definitely you can increase the amount that you can invest every year. Siyempre, nagkakaroon tayo ng magkano ba? 10% na salary increase. So, let's just say na gawin natin 22,000 pesos ito. Tapos, after a year, 24,000. Sabihin na natin na every year, dinadagdagan niya ng 2,000 pesos per month yung kanyang ini-invest. So, tingnan natin kung ano mangyayari. Yan. So, 16 million yung magiging pera niya by the end of 20 years. So, sa tingin ko, kulang yung 2,000 per month na dinadagdag niya. So, pwede niyang balansehin, pwede niyang timplahin kung magkano ba yung kaya niya hanggang sa makuha niya yung 20 million na target. But on the other hand, of course, we can also adjust yung retirement goals natin. We can work a few more years kung hindi kaya talaga maabot yung 20 million, or we change our plans. Ano ba yung mga gagawin natin pag nag-retire tayo? Siguro pwede natin baguhin para kung talagang 16 million lang yung makukuha niya by retirement age, then what is important is nakapag-prepare ka and it will be a comfortable life. Yung ginagawa natin so far is manual, no? So, magkano yung kanina? 27,000. Yan. Yes. Tapos 10%, no? Yan. Tama. Kaya natin nakuha yung 20 million. Kung ayaw nyo mag-manual, there is actually an Excel formula that you can use. Yung Excel formula ay yung PMT, and it is written like this. PMT, rate and per PV, FV type. So ano tong mga to? So yung PMT, it's short for payment, monthly payment. So magkano ba yung ibabayad mo every month or i-invest mo every month para mo makuha yung target amount mo? Ano ba yung target amount mo? That is the future value. So ang future value natin ay 20 million pesos. Yan. Present value, magkano yung pera mo ngayon? Yun yung ibig sabihin ng PV. Present value, wala. Wala ka pang pera or wala ka pang nai-invest. Rate, ito yung annual growth rate nung investment. And initially, we assume na 10% if you are going to invest it in the stock market or in an equity growth fund. Number of periods, ilang taon ka mag-i-invest. So for the number of periods, gagawin natin siyang 20. Type, ang ibig sabihin nito is kailan ka nag-i-invest, at the beginning or at the end. So dun sa ginawa natin kaninang formula, we are investing at the start kasi ina-apply natin yung growth rate towards the end of the year. So pag gusto mo ng at the start, gagawin mong 1 yung value ng type. Pag ginawa natin yan, makukuha natin na every year dapat nag-i-invest ka ng 317,000, or if we divide that by 12, lalabas na 26,453.98 pesos dapat ang ini-invest mo every month para makuha yung 20 million pesos na future value, assuming that you will invest for 20 years and yung investment mo will grow at a rate of 10% per annum. Sa MP2 mo lang siya nilagay, sabi natin na 6%. Yan. Ito yung exact amount that you have to invest, 42,743.01. So, mas madali mag-trial, mag-check, mag-plug in ng mga values by using this formula. And in fact, marami pang mga functions yung Excel na pwede nating magamit as a financial calculator, and I will leave those up to you to explore. But for me, ito yung isa sa mga pinaka-useful na formula or function sa Excel, yung PMT. Kasi dito talaga makikita kung magkano yung kailangan mong i-invest every month, every year, assuming a particular rate para ma-achieve mo yung iyong target amount or future value. So yun yung video natin for today, and I hope ay marami kayong natutunan at nakakuha kayo ng tip or strategy sa pag-i-invest. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And I hope nakasubscribe na kayo sa ating YouTube channel. So kita-kita ulit sa susunod nating video. Goodbye, take care, and stay safe.